Once again, we are on Immigration Update on the air with Attorney Jack Golan, and who has over 50 years of experience in U.S. immigration law. Before, I know we have some questions, perhaps we'll cover that next time, but I know that we're short of time. But we'd like to ask this question, Attorney Golan, the latest news that we had received, and this was maybe a few weeks ago, this American lady who went to the Philippines and then left the country to return to Utah, I think to the United States. And while she boarded, and she was already in the, the area where you're supposed to put the luggage, etc. They saw her removing a little baby from a bag, I think a shoulder bag. They didn't perhaps realize this in the beginning because the baby was hidden. And so the final check, they asked for the documentation, and the lady said that this baby has no passport. And so there were like suspicions that this could be a case of kidnapping, of human trafficking, so she's under custody. What are the rules, Attorney Golan, with regards to accompanied, parents traveling or someone traveling with a baby, with an infant? The Philippine authorities said that they should have gone to the Department of Social Welfare because that's highly monitored because of human trafficking. But for the enlightenment of all people, the parents or relatives who are traveling with infants or babies, what is the most important thing to know?
Well, they must have, number one, they must have a passport for the baby.
Uh-huh.
The baby must have a passport.
Correct.
Okay. And number two, if it is a Filipino passport, the baby must have an American visa to travel to the United States.
Right.
Okay. And then number three, the baby many times, it depends on the marital status, may require a release from the other parent, a release to take the baby out of the country. So there are quite a few requirements here. You cannot just take a baby and stick him in your backpack,
right,
shoulder bag, okay, and walk on a plane.
Looked like an attempt of hiding the baby. That's what the authorities said, because otherwise she would have shown the baby with a passport. And this is a baby by parents. The lady is not a parent. She's just an American woman who came to the Philippines. And according to the investigation, they found out that there was communication between the parent and this lady online. Something like perhaps wanting them to adopt the baby. But the lady, American lady, said that she just wanted to help the family or the parent to have the baby come to the United States to have a name, to be baptized, which is a very flimsy reason because the baby could be baptized in the Philippines too. So that's a very serious case.
No, maybe she wanted to baptize the baby on holy ground. in Hollywood.
Because I realized that since I've been doing some coordination with the Hospicio de San Jose, as you very well know, with adopted children, I know that from Sister, she kept telling me that they're very strict with all these situations. Adoption is a very difficult and lengthy process. So now they're looking into this possibility that the lady must have paid the family. So they're trying to look for evidence that they had sold the baby. They don't know yet. We don't know the facts of the case as of now. But she's under custody in the Philippines.
Look, I believe that this is not even an immigration case. This is simply a criminal case.
Yeah, that's right. You mean to say, Attorney Golan, if the baby had a passport and a visa, even though the lady that carried the baby is not a relative at all, that would have been fine?
She still should be able to explain how come she's taking with her a child who is not her child.
That's right.
Okay, there still needs to be some explanation, and maybe some document providing the explanation.
Right. Now, for some people, from parents, I know that there are problems sometimes with parents, divorce proceedings or wanting to run away with a baby, travel abroad. What is a must that a parent must do if he or she travels alone with the baby and under, like 18 years old?
Well, sometimes what what you need is a release or an authorization by the other parent to take the baby with you, because sometimes either the airline or the immigration people will request it. Sometimes not. But this is probably the piece of paper number 3 that the child needs. It says passport, visa, and maybe a release by the other parent.
That's right, yes. We've asked so many questions, and I know there are more, but our apologies to some of our listeners, but I know that Attorney Golan is very busy. Call him at 213-383-3222. But for the last segment, Attorney Golan, I'm sure you have some other important news that you would like to share with regards to immigration that we did not cover.
Well, the important news is that recently we see a small improvement in the processing times. The processing times of petitions and applications shows a little improvement. The main hang-up, and I don't understand why, is with applications to remove conditions from conditional residency, which means if people get a green card based on a marriage which is less than 2 years old, they need to file a second application within 2 years to remove the condition. And this is an application that is taking a very long time. I fail to understand why, but most other applications are beginning to show some improvement in processing time. And the best news is that for October, the quota numbers have shown some nice progress, and which means that probably in November there will be even more progress.
Very good.
And this relates mainly to employment-based applications. Last month, the cutoff date for EB3 was July 2016. And in October, it will be October 2017, which means like 15-month jump. And there's a good possibility that in November it will be even faster. In the family categories, the progress is the normal progress, about 1 or 3 weeks in each category, from month to month. F1, family-based 1, which is adults, unmarried sons and daughters of American citizens, it reached now July 1, 2008. On the other hand, spouses of immigrants, spouses of green card holders, and minor unmarried children of green card holders are current, which means there's no waiting time at all. If they are here legally and in status, they are able to file for a green card right away. F2B, which is for adult unmarried children of immigrants, is now on September 2008. F3, which is married sons and daughters of American citizens, is April 98.